Hey yo, what's up? Okay, hello. Today is the day to still in quarantine, right? Yep. Back to the memory bank. Woohoo! Just reminiscing with what's happening with some pictures. Yay, pictures. Oh, where are we going today? Today we're going to Hallstatt. Woohoo! Hallstatt was my favoriteest place that we went on this trip to Europe. Where did we go? We went to Germany, Barcelona, but somewhere else. And Hallstatt, it stood out. Yes, it did. It's a small town in the middle of like the mountains, so it's very beautiful. The houses are on like hilltops and stuff, and it's surrounded by water. So you can take a ferry, you can take a train, and here we go. A tour of Hallstatt. One day in Hallstatt, 1.5 days. What we did and how we got there, and itinerary in case you ever wanted to go and follow this itinerary since it's already made, since we made it already, and you can just easy. Okay, well our itinerary was pretty specific. I was trying to decide if I wanted to do Hallstatt as a day trip or if we wanted to stay over. In the end, we decided to stay over because we were going from Salzburg to Vienna. So we were like, why don't we just go Salzburg, Hallstatt, and then Vienna? The only problem with that is you have to carry all your luggage with you. That was kind of a tiny bit of an issue. So I wanted to go early, right? And when you have to check into a hotel or whatever, they usually have a check-in time of like 3 or 4 or, you know, later. And you want to get there early so you can do all the stuff, right? We stayed at seeen the Hotel am Hallstatt. And I tried to check if they could carry luggage, and they're like, yes, we can store your luggage. But it was like very ambiguous about how they could store the luggage. I read them a letter, an email. I was like, hey, basically I was just worried that there would be no one there to receive us, or the place wouldn't even be open, and there'd be no one there to take our luggages. This reception times hours was the same as check-in hours. And I'm like, oh no, there'd be no one working there, so there'd be no one there to open the door or whatever. If there was like a luggage place, door area, you know? They wrote back something that was still ambiguous. Wasn't sure if we could actually store our luggage. It gave me less stress, okay? But in the end, we decided to do it anyway, and if we had to carry our luggage with us, then so be it. And also jam-packed the day. It was probably not the best thing to do, but it worked out. Okay, so we said goodbye to Salzburg, walked to the bus stop, and it was raining when we were walking. I had a backpack, so it wasn't a problem for me, but my family that I traveled with had rolly luggages and lots of kerfunks on the cobblestone. But we made it to the bus stop. Woohoo! And it was a very early, it was 6:30 bus, 2.5 hours to get there. You take a bus from Salzburg to Bad Ischl. Yes, we got on the bus at 6:34 and we took the bus to Bad Ischl. From there, you take a train to Hallstatt, I think. On this bus, there was a bunch of school children on it. The school, I guess they ride it to school every day. It's interesting thinking about how different our lives are, isn't it? So, we arrived and walked to the hostel hotel. It's a hotel, right? I don't know, lodge thing. When we got there, it was open, thankfully, but there was no one at the reception, and we're like, great. But thankfully there was a place that you could just store your luggage. We just put it under a table. So we're like, okay, bring a lock. And we didn't have too many things that were important, so it's better than carrying it around, I guess. Unless someone stole it, then it would be worse. But thankfully no one did. We stored our stuff and we booked it to the ice caves. So we took a train from wherever our hotel was. No, we didn't. We took a bus to the Stein ice caves. So they drop you off right there. You like walk up the little thing, then you buy your tickets. There's multiple choices. And there's like 3 levels of cable car that you can take. You can go higher and higher. I'm pretty sure the ice caves, I got the second one because I wanted to go see 5 Fingers, the lookout. But as I will tell you later, that didn't happen. But I bought the ticket anyway. That left us with 2 levels of cable car. So you could either pick from the ice caves or the mammoth cave. I don't know, it's a little mammoth. I forgot what it was, but we didn't do that one. I mean, there's also other stuff like there's a shark thing and this other building that we didn't do. We took the cable car up and you have to wait in line and you're like divided into groups by the time that you get there. And we were planning on staying there for like 1, 2, or 3 hours. The tours start at 9:30 till 3:30, so that's why I want to get there early so you can do other stuff too. Our group was called Whoo, bought some meat sticks because they're really good. Get the meat sticks. It was the only stack we ate. Unless you're a vegetarian, then don't do that. We got up and then you have to walk this little trail. Make sure you get to your tour time on time. Oh, don't diddly-daddly on the trail because it's kind of an ascent. It is an ascent. I don't know. 15 minutes to walk there? Who knows? They'll tell you. I forgot. Also, the ice caves are pretty cold, so dress appropriately. And we did our tour, and there was a very phallic-looking piece of ice. That's cool. Lights. Lots and lots of lights. There's this bridge. Some more icicles. And then our tour was done, and we saw this random banana slug, or whatever slug, on the trail. That's cool. Animals. Are they animals? What are they? What are slugs? Some sort of living creature? So yes, now we decided, since we bought the ticket anyway, let's go up to try and get to go to the Five Fingers Lookout. We took the cable car up, even though everyone was going back down. That should have told us something, but that means we had the whole cable car to ourselves. Yay! So we got to the summit area, and it was pitch white. Pure white. Very white. Because there was snow everywhere, and you couldn't even see the trail to the trailhead sign. It's like, do you think we can walk to the Five Fingers like this? Probably not, but it was very beautiful, very pretty. So we took some pictures in the snow, because why not? Oh, and it was like the level was so high. And we also have a flag here, because we're tourists. So a little upsetting that we couldn't see Five Fingers, but also it was rainy, so we probably couldn't see anything anyway, even if we got there, so it's not too much of a disappointment, I guess. And I got to see a bunch of snow, which was really cool. Then we took the cable car back down. Got some more beef sticks, or are they pork sticks? Next on our itinerary was to do the salt mine tour. Those run from 9:30 to 4:30 on this Wednesday that we went. We got down and we were right on time for the bus. It was just pulling up as we finally got down. We were kind of rushing because we could see the times of the buses, I think. Or at least I knew what time the bus was gonna come, so I was like, oh no, we have to get down right now. Hurry up, it was to quit buying your beef sticks. Anyway, so we made it just on time. Woo! Rode it to downtown, the old town somewhere, and we walked to the salt mine tour. This is also a cable car, but it's actually a car. It's like a tram instead of a suspended car. You could also hike the trail because the cable train stops running at 4:30, so if you don't make it for then you have to walk down. But we tried to avoid that because we're lazy. I mean, it was raining. Come on. We bought the tickets to go up. We went up the trail. The tram is super steep, real steep. You get to the top. You also have to walk a bit of ways to get there. And we saw this like mirror thing, and oh, this helpful dude pointing us towards the right direction. Thanks, dude. It's a place to eat, even though we didn't eat there. Well, we tried to eat there, but they didn't have any food, so we left. I think we got a drink or something, and then we left. But it was like, hey, I guess we'll eat somewhere else. But great views. We got our tour, and they give you a ticket for the tram. Don't lose the ticket. So we got there, and they give you these cool outfits. Oh, so cool. I feel just like a miner. I don't know what a miner feels like. And they took us through the salt mine. It was pretty, it was cool. You could walk through these tunnels. And then they had these lights everywhere, the light show. It's an interesting concept to make it more entertaining. They had interesting things to look at, like these random stairs. But the highlight of this was that you get to ride down these wood slides and you get to go super fast, and it is so fun. And that's what the butt pads on the outfits that they give you are for. Oh, that makes sense all clear to me now. But you don't get to just do one slide, you get to do two. I mean 3. It was at least more than one, so. Whoa. And at the end, they take a picture of you. You get to see how awesome you look when you go down a slide. They also tell you how fast you go. Can't beat those tour guide times though. At the end of the thing, you get to ride this little train thing back. So you don't have to walk the tunnels again. Super cute, super fun. 10 out of 10. Would ride again. And that's it. And then you walk back to wherever you started the tour, and there's this cool waterfall. And at the end, you got this tiny salt to take back home. How cute. And the salt mine tour was awesome. And we had a great tour guide. He also had the tour in German and English. It was nice, accommodating. And then when we left, we did the skywalk, which is next to that restaurant, Rudolfstrom restaurant that didn't have any food. We took some pictures on the skywalk instead. It's a World Heritage View. Did you know that? Well, if you didn't, now you do, because the sign tells you. Well, the skywalk is so pretty, even though it's also really rainy. But that's okay. You can see the town down there, and then the mountains. You can put your picture. Lots of pictures here. Woo! And then if you can make it, if it's before 4:30, you can take the tram back down. And make sure you keep that ticket they give you, because I had a slight a heart attack, anxiety attack, because I could not find my ticket. I was like, I just had it! Yes, that's the problem with too many pockets in your jacket and also in your backpack. But yeah, so we were literally right at the little turnstile where they're like, scan your ticket, and I was like, oh my god, I can't find my ticket. And luckily, I eventually found it after panically looking for a couple minutes, and we rode the tram down. I mean, it would have been too bad. I guess I had to just walk down by myself or drag the rest of my family with me, but good thing I didn't. And then we had time to explore the old town. It was just fun to mosey around to these places, random places. It was beautiful. There's a lake. Is it a lake? And then in the middle, there's a fountain, and it's surrounded by the hilltop houses and the mountains and the smoke. It's so beautiful. The scenery was magnificent. Also had this puff pastry. I don't know what it was, but there was a line outside this like tiny shop bakery, and we're like, oh my god, what is that? Let's wait in line. And we did. We were like, what is it? I guess we'll get like 6 of them. So, and it was so delicious. Oh my god, it was so good that we went back to get more. And we were also hungry, so we stopped somewhere to get like a sandwich. But after that, then we were like, we need more puff pastries. So, and they also had other stuff too, but that was a highlight. We're like, let's take it to go. And then that was like the end of our day. But our hotel was across the pond, not pond, lake. But yeah, there was also lodging in the old town, but we booked it kind of late, so there was none available anymore. We decided we want to ferry back. So we walked the length of the marketplace into the old town. You walk around this trail, this road to the lake, through the lake, around the lake, and then you're in old town. There's a ferry stop there. But, okay, I thought we had to go back to the other ferry stop. There's 2 places for the ferry to disembark, or maybe more, at least 2. We went back, walked all the way there, and then all the way back, and then I realized, oh my god, the ferry stop was at the other one that we were just at, and we were almost late. So I was like so panicky and really stressed, because I was like, no, we were just there. And then I like ran to the other ferry stop and made it on time. I was just being ridiculous. The rest of my family walked. Okay, I get a little anxious, alright? So make sure you know which one you're going to, because I certainly should have checked. But anyway, it was pouring by then. Not pouring, but I was pretty drenched by then. At least it wasn't cold. But we made it to the ferry, and we didn't have any luggage. Yay! Some people had luggages, so you take the ferry to the other side to take the train, and you take the train back to our hotel. So we ferried across. It's really beautiful because you can see all of the scenery, 360 views. Right across at the train station, it was delayed and everyone was there with their luggages. They're all going back to Bad Ischgl or somewhere at the opposite direction of where we were going, so we're like, woohoo, not gonna be on a packed train. So yes, I guess I'm glad that we stayed overnight. We took our train back, had lovely views of the lake again, walked back. By this point, we were really tired and wet and just wanted to check in and stuff, so we checked in and then just chill the rest of the time. We had a tiny balcony. There was a swan outside. We're like, whoa, cool, a swan. And then there was also a person outside. We're like, oh, a person. And then the swan started to attack this person. Oh my god, would you look at that? Let's take some pictures. So we were part of the bystander effect. Hopefully that dude is alright. Just kidding. Swan's just like nipping at its heels. Totally fine. Thought it was food probably. What? Swan. Lots of swans there. So beautiful, so majestic. Especially when they're attacking a person. And yeah, that was Hallstatt. One of my favorite places and also one of my mom's favorites, so she can vouch for me too. And yeah, and the next day we went to Vienna. Great pit stop. Best pit stop. If you're ever in the area, check it out. Thanks for tuning in and we'll see you. I don't know, sometime later. Bye.